I'm going to react to the Tucker Out Lymphoma Cup. It also was my fault yesterday. I did not mention yesterday marked the 10-year anniversary of Tucker Williams passing away from cancer. As we know, Tucker is the son of Sean Williams, the GM and coach of the Las Vegas Desert Dogs. And he's the brother of Dyson Williams, who was the number one overall pick by the Albany Firewolves just a year ago. The lacrosse community has been built around Tucker for quite some time. There's a lot of verbiage from Tucker in the Las Vegas's den they play in, which is really awesome to see. And for those of you that are new to the show, Tucker Williams has been a staple in lacrosse for a while. Every single year they do a Tucker Out night. And this year, okay, so don't worry, nobody mad, just disappointed. That's true, Al Capitan picks. No, but anyways, Tucker, they always have this Tucker Out night thing. And now, here is an awesome thing, the Tucker Out Lymphoma Cup. I love this, and not just because of it being a Tucker Williams thing, because in-season tournaments have happened in other leagues. The NBA Cup has been very good, despite some of the fans not caring, calling it like a bubble ring or whatever. But really, it brings, viewers, and it makes players have an incentive to play. For the NBA Cup, it's cash. For Tucker Out, it's a great cause. Overseas, you got soccer leagues doing stuff like this. But what exactly is the Tucker Out Lymphoma Cup? What can we expect? How can we explain this? Okay, so here's the schedule. Similar to the way the NBA does the NBA Cup, these games obviously matter towards the unified standings. They also matter towards the Tucker Cup. So you got Albany, Las Vegas, January 4th. 2 games on February 1st between the Dogs and the Swarm, and the Bandits and the Firewolves. Bandits, Dogs on March 21st, and then March 22nd, Firewolves, Bandits. You got 3 teams involved, the Firewolves, the Dogs, and I want to say Dogs, Firewolves, and Bandits. That's the other team. I was trying to figure out the other team. The way it's going to work is 2 points for a win, 2 points for an overtime win, 1 point for an overtime loss, which is awesome. So in other words, these games, each team that wins, it's going to be points. Obviously, the Swarm will not get credited with any points, but shout out to the Swarm for participating in that. And so that's that. That's the Tucker Out, and I guess at the end of this whole thing, on Saturday, March 22nd, they will probably crown a champion of Tucker Out Lymphoma Cup. It's an awesome thing. Again, in-season tournaments, I think, are kind of frowned upon just because, it's a bubble, like a Mickey Mouse kind of thing. Fans are basically saying it doesn't mean anything. It's just like a trophy, made for LeBron James only. But I do think this gives players a great incentive to play for something bigger than themselves. And as we know, athletes are better that way. Athletes are better when they're not self-promoting and self-glazing. Athletes are better when they have something meaningful to play for, like the team's championship, like their family, like Tucker and the whole movement behind that. So even for newer lacrosse fans, that's kind of how it's got a lot of impact in the community. The kid was only 8 or 9 years old when he passed. It was the lacrosse family. They've been around the National Lacrosse thing. But shout out to the league and shout out to the Buffalo Bandits and the Desert Dogs and the Firewolves for all embracing this and just keep the memory out there. Scott Loeffler, who was actually our guest coming up, said on Twitter/X yesterday that not a day goes by where he doesn't think about Tucker, which is awesome to hear. It's life sucks sometimes, and cancer is, of course, the worst of it all. But yeah. So there's me reacting to Tucker Out Lymphoma Cup. Let me guys know your thoughts of an in-season type tournament. And will it spawn other in-season tournaments from the National Lacrosse League? I think it's great. And it's like 18 games. Now we got more meaningful games in here as well.